Welcome to the Boston Art Podcast,
Boston's premier art podcast,
where we talk art, culture, and philosophy.
My name is Theodore Earthworms.
And I am Brian Huntress.
Welcome to the show.
So you had a bit of a recording idea, but now you forgot. What's up with that?
I don't know. I did have an idea. I was thinking, for a while yesterday about recording ideas, but then I fell asleep, and now... Do you want to hear about the dream that I had?
Tell me about your dream.
I had a dream that Jesse Pinkman was in.
Famed character of Breaking Bad.
I don't really remember a lot about it. I think I was trying to introduce him to my parents, and I was like, he's my new friend, and they were like, and I was like, no, he's really nice.
Yeah, we marathoned the entire, all 5 seasons of Breaking Bad and then El Camino, and it was pretty cool. We might talk about Breaking Bad, so if you haven't seen it and you care about that, 10 years later, spoilers, maybe, I don't know.
Breaking Bad, I feel like I have a funny relationship to the idea of watching that show, because my first boyfriend when I was 14 tried to talk me into watching it, and I was very oppositional and toxic at the time, so I just refused to, and I just in my head associated it with being like a dumb boy show for my whole entire life until we watched it this month, and I actually loved it. It was a really good show. But yeah,
what I think is interesting about it is that it 100% starts off the same as every badass dude show, where it's hey, this is just a loser everyman, he doesn't have a lot of money, he's not a hot cool guy, he's just really, really smart, and he knows a thing or two, and people are underestimating him. I'm pitching this show so fucking badly. But you know how it's literally just such an audience insert. Actually, this is fucking stupid to talk about Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
This is stupid. Shut up. We're not talking about this anymore. Stop asking us to talk about this.
We just finished it literally last night, so I have no concept of fan discourse around the show. So maybe I'll read some stuff and then see what I disagree with. I do think, though, I want to look into what you were saying about people hating Skylar White, because I don't fucking see it. I don't get it.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok about it the other night where someone was saying that the only, Skylar was widely hated while the show was airing, and it was mostly just, it was literally just misogyny, and, the person was saying, a woman character in a show is actually complicated and interesting when all men that watch the show hate the character.
Yeah. The whole time I was watching it...
Kind of an interesting statement.
The only thing that can be said about Skylar is that she should have... in that scene where the lawyer is you're gonna be fucked, and your family's gonna be fucked if you don't leave right now, and it was season 1 or whatever.
Right.
That was frustrating to watch, but I think that it's a really good depiction of how abusive situations like that happen, and how something so out of hand and so bad can escalate to that point in a believable way. I think that she was a really believable and understandable character, and she can't really be blamed for anything that happened.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's, I don't know.
The only other thing that frustrated me about it was that she didn't just kill Ted Beneke, but also that's horrible advice to give somebody. I wouldn't have killed him either if it was my real life. But as a viewer of the show, it's fuck it, whatever.
Fuck it, kill him. Kill that fictional guy.
That's what she should do, but she doesn't because she's a normal person.
Hey, is this our annual Christmas episode? But we didn't really plan it to be our annual Christmas episode?
Well, it is Christmas Eve.
It's Christmas Eve, which in my family is Christmas Eve, because for many, many, many years in a row, we have not had Christmas on Christmas Day. Thoughts?
You're putting the mic right in my mouth.
Well, I'm sorry that I keep pointing it that close to you, but the last an episode or two ago, we recorded in the car, and I did not have the levels very good.
Oh, was I really quiet again?
You were a little too quiet for too much of the episode, and that's not a great listening experience.
That was feedback that we've gotten before, is that I'm very quiet when we're in the car, and it stopped when we got those mics. Those were really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely.
What happened to those? Are they missing right now?
They're not missing, but I can't find I had a very convenient way to charge them for a while, where I had this dual USB brick that charged both USB-C cord, could charge both mics simultaneously. But I lost that, and it's like annoying to charge them individually, so I like kind of fell off of making sure they were charged at all times.
I think that I also had them in my car for a long time.
Yeah,
the charger might be in my car.
It could be. Yeah, the second, yeah. We could literally just charge them with our laptop chargers also. Like,
we have 2 of those.
It's not even that big of a deal, but we just kind of fell off of using them, and it like became kind of an annoying problem that was like really easy to fix, but we didn't fix.
That's fine.
Should we talk about the project that we worked on for a very long time that collapsed?
The one that we soft launched and we're like, big things coming, can't wait to tell you guys next week about what we're about to drop. It failed.
Should we? Is it like not like?
I mean, fuck it. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the thing is, it's still probably going to come to fruition, just in a very different form than we have initially planned and later. So I guess we might as well start talking about it so we can maybe document our journey into it.
But basically, long story short, we made plans and was in negotiations on a lease for a real in-person brick and mortar thrift store. Yeah. We were just going to open just a cool ass thrift store with odds and ends and art and antiques and this and that. And
just to give you an idea too, like this wasn't like an idea we had that fell apart necessarily. Like we filed paperwork with the state of Mass. We got an LLC,
registered ourselves as a business.
Yeah, got a tax ID number for the business, got an EIN. We figured out a business plan. We secured funding. We were buying shelves. We had stock. Like we were ready to fucking go. We were in the final stages of negotiating a lease, and then the guy just fucking fucked us.
Essentially, the lease negotiations collapsed, and all of the hard work that went into planning it fell apart. And you might be asking, hey, why didn't you just find a new location, blah blah blah. It was just too perfect. It was like basically right next to where we're living, and it would have been awesome. It was a 100% perfect situation that got fucked, and
we're still gonna do it, but it's just gonna be different and probably later.
Yes. So sorry, I have to just I'm getting gas right now, and I have to make sure that sorry,
it's okay.
Awkward interruption.
Should we pause recording because you have to pump gas anyway?
No, it's okay.
Well,
here, you hold it real quick.
Okay. Am I just gonna?
You can solo it a little bit. I'll be able to hear you.
I feel like we should pause recording, but
sorry,
that's fine. Well, yeah. So I don't know. It's been a little bit chaotic for the last month and a half because all of our art friends and our just friends we hang out with have been like, where have you guys been? What have you been up to? And we've been busy all the time, but didn't want to tell anybody about this because we didn't know if it was going to fall through or not. And somehow we still managed to tell everybody about it, kind of. Like, we told a lot of people, but just not the people that are close to us for some reason. Actually, no, we did.
Told a bunch of people.
I was going to say, we went out of our way not to tell anybody, and the whole time we were like, we're not going to tell anybody in case it falls through, but we did tell, like, a shit ton of people. But, like, just randomly, like, when we couldn't help it. Like, Brian told their dentist.
I told
like,
my dentist, yeah.
We told miscellaneous friends if it came up in conversation. But, yeah, so we didn't want to tell you guys because we were worried it would get fucked. And then right when we were confident that it wouldn't, it did. But we'll still do it. It'll be fine. It turns out that opening a business, this might not be surprising to most people, but it was a little surprising to us, is really, really hard, and you can't just do it. You can't just do it all of a sudden. Like, it takes a lot of planning. You got to learn about law. You got to make sure that the space is up to code. You got to do a bunch of shit. And you got to learn about new tax filing. It's like a whole thing. And we did a lot of learning. And we know more now than we did before about leasing commercial spaces, which is very different than leasing industrial spaces because we have experience with renting studios, but not with the storefront. And I think that it's good overall that it happened, and I'm kind of glad that it fell through right before Christmas, because now I have more money than I would have had. But yeah. It is a big bummer, and some of us might not want to do it again.
Yeah, I was having extreme anxiety and stress about the prospect of because essentially, oh shit, I think you connected to the Bluetooth. Which doesn't matter. You can be connected to it.
I turned it off.
But yeah, I was very, very stressed because I was planning to assume the role of like day-to-day operations and to be the primary like person in the store for most of this open hours, which would have meant that I would no longer be able to like reliably, I wouldn't be working my regular job even remotely as much.
It was a big career change.
It would have been a massive career change with very uncertain financial security.
Yeah.
And I was like not fucking sleeping at night.
Yeah.
Like I was very stressed, but I had many anxiety. I don't know if I would say I was having anxiety attacks, but I was definitely, I was definitely very stressed.
Yeah. I was pretty stressed out too, because
Right,
as far as the like.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. You're just putting it right in my lip gloss and it's stressing me out.
I won't do that again. Sorry.
It's fine. I was doing a lot of the like actual paperwork stuff, like the putting together the LLC paperwork and figuring out our budget and like how much we thought we might spend and researching things like our website and like our cash register platform and shelving and stuff like that. So it was a lot of like spreadsheets and paperwork that I was doing in my spare time, which I was planning on being like in like a bookkeeper kind of like taxes, like keeping numbers straight kind of role once this goes live. So I was really kind of anticipating having a lot of extra work too, and not really knowing if it was going to pay off or not, but also kind of hoping that it would be a nice like source of income that we could juggle with other things that we're doing. So it was going to be a really big fucking deal for everyone involved, and it just got destroyed for no reason really.
Yeah, because the thing is too, it's like I've been, listeners will know I love collecting things. I have I have like countless collections of countless items. I have a lot of shit. I'm not like a hoarder, but I collect dope shit.
Yeah.
Antiques, cool art, whatever, you name it. I don't fucking know. But like, it would have just been a really cool way to apply ourselves.
Yeah.
And in a way that actually inspires us in the things we love, and that could have become a reliable source of income. I don't know, like, not like, let's like study and get degrees and certificates for something we don't really care about just so we can have a bunch of money. Or like, I wasn't just like that. It was just like, let's take the things that we love and like, I feel like usually the advice when someone's like, hey, like, try to make money off the things you love, like it immediately defaults to like, try to be an influencer. Right? But this felt like a way of trying to make a business out of the things we love that wasn't make videos online.
I was really excited about it too, because the way that we had been looking at the numbers and like the way we were sourcing things and our plan for pricing, like it was going to be very sustainable for us and not like super price gouge, like expensive. Like it was going to be kind of a store for people in our own income bracket, which I felt really good about and excited about too, because it meant that objects that might get destroyed, like things that were like forgotten paintings or things that were handmade or things that were stained, could be given a new life in a place that isn't like a landfill for somebody that isn't like paying $700 for this item. And that felt like it was going to be a really rewarding thing to do. So it's very sudden, because we had gotten to a point where like we'd been talking to the owner of the space for over a month and had put down a deposit. Like they said they wanted us to move in, and we were just waiting for them to send us the final copy of the lease, and they just said that they didn't think it was going to work for them anymore, which we were supposed to be moving in like in 2 days.
And honestly, that's an oversimplification. Basically what we did is we went through over a month of lease negotiations back and forth through a realtor, drafting like repeated drafts of the lease, all the way until we both were in a place with the terms of the lease where us potential tenants and the fucking owners were both comfortable with it. And then just at the last second, they were like, you know what, we don't want to do this anymore. And which was fucking stupid, because like honestly, like I don't give a fuck about any of this shit. I have no personal connections to maintain with this fucking realtor. Fucking idiot. He was fucking us around and being a dumbass, and the owners were a bunch of fucking assholes and totally fucked us over at the complete last second. Not trying to be a dick, not trying to like be like bad faith, whatever, but like,
yeah,
they totally fucked us And it was so fucking dumb, dude. Because, like, another thing, too, that we found out is that we were the fourth or fifth people they had done this to in the past, like, year of people trying to open up something in this fucking unit. And that's just these people's reputation, is that they negotiate a lease for weeks and months at a time and then blow it up at the last second for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
I hope this isn't something that I talk about on the podcast that I, like, woefully, deeply regret, like, immediately.
I was gonna say, maybe we should leave it at that.
Let's leave it at that, then.
But no, you're right. Like, that is what happened. So it's been kind of jarring, because it wasn't anything that, like, it didn't look like it was going to turn out this way, and our move-in date was January 1st. We're recording this, what is it, the 23rd right now?
Yeah.
So it was, like, when we say that we had stock and shelves and, like, everything was ready to go, like, we have a store to move into something, and we don't have a location right now. So...
Yeah, we have everything but the building.
Yeah, which it turns out is the hardest part to obtain. So that sucks.
And the thing is, too, is that, like, I've rented commercial properties in the past, and it turns out, this has been a learning experience, it turns out it's a little bit, renting a commercial unit is different. There's a lot of different nuances to it, depending on what type of commercial use you're trying to, implement. And this was definitely different than the experiences I've had in the past.
Yeah.
But even still, like, and to, like, illustrate the kind of landscape that we're in, I won't get into, like, well, maybe I should, but I guess, like, we found a great spot that we felt like it would have been tight, but we could have afforded it. But, like, when you look at other spots in the area we're in, dude, like, talking retail storefront type shit, that's anywhere from $2,000 to, we found out, this is absurd, but, like, we got quoted fucking, what was it, 10,500?
That was for 6,000 square foot space.
That's still that's 6,000. That's big, but, like, that's not worth almost $11,000 a month.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude.
That's
like,
true.
What the fuck? Anyway, so I'm pretty frustrated about the whole ordeal, and I kind of feel like just giving up, but once, in 2024, I'm gonna, put my nose back to the ground, trying to figure something out, find something, whatever. I'm gonna start the process again, see if we can make this happen. But until then, I don't know. Yeah. We're gonna see. Because I really want to do it. See, it's like a dream. It's like a really cool idea. Like, how, like, yeah, I don't know. It would just be a cool future to just have a sick shop of odds and ends. Yeah. Right?
And another thing, too, is, like, we always talk about, like, tabling and markets and trying to find avenues to sell our artwork through. And, I mean, I don't know that this is true for everybody, but in my experience, selling just art is really difficult and maybe not a great sustainable first-tier plan for somebody that, like if we were to do this would be like an investment of life savings kind of situation. It's not like if we fuck it up, it's no big deal. It would be a very big deal. So to start off by trying to have, like, a gallery for your own work would be, maybe for us specifically, fucking insane. But if you have a store, you can put what you want in that store, and it could have been an avenue for us to do things creatively and to collaborate with other artists who are selling stuff. Like, we had big plans for it in terms of merging it with other projects that we have. So I think that it will still happen because it's the next logical move to connect a lot of different things that we're doing. But it has been a bit of a setback. But with all of that said, I will also say, I think we should acknowledge that we started working on this in mid-November. So it's been like a month and a half.
Yeah, whatever.
I said the other day, we were talking about this, and I was like, well, Brian, Rome wasn't built in a day. And they said, well, I bet it was less than a week, and just walked away from me.
That's a lyric to a song.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. It was just really funny.
Yeah. It's a good song. Well, it couldn't have took more than a week. Anyway, but yeah, so that's an update from us. I do feel a bit of relief because, like,
we were gonna be poor.
And I would have been, like, basically ball and chained to a fucking room
Me too.
filled with shit that may or may not have been lucrative.
It would have been goodbye to our weekends.
Yeah, my weekends would have, would have been not great.
The thing is, though, man, like, I think it was productive because a lot of conversations that we've had, we've talked about this in the podcast a little bit, much more behind closed doors, too, just as a couple, is, like, when you choose an alternative career path, like art, certain milestones are even more tenuous and difficult to kind of plan for than they are for everybody right now in our age group, like buying a house or having kids or something like that. Like the idea of getting married, that's like not in my budget for the foreseeable future. Not regardless of how I feel about doing it, it's just not going to happen right now. And buying a house, I could maybe swing that eventually, but it would not make me any money and it would just be sinking money into a place to live, which, I mean, that's a whole argument in of itself, but using the seed money that we have right now in our savings to start a business venture is one of the smartest things that we can do right now, I think. So I was really excited about that prospect because it was investing a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of effort in the same way that you would if you were planning a wedding or you buying a house or something like that, having a kid. But instead of it being just a personal fulfillment milestone thing, it could have been an avenue towards more financial stability later on so those other milestones could follow. So I still think we should definitely do it, but this one specific guy just fucked everything over.
It felt pretty demoralizing, yeah, to be for that to happen.
It's also so shitty, like, not to just go on another tirade of fuck landlords, because I know everyone agrees with me already, but like, after everything I just said, that fucking guy was just like, I don't want to. Actually, I don't think you guys should do this.
Actually, never mind.
It seems really hard and I don't want to do it. Don't come.
I can pay you in blocks.
I won't, but fuck you and your blocks, he said. I won't take your money and I hope you die and never have kids, never get married, and I hope you also die.
Yeah,
That's
die.
What he said.
Yeah, he said that in writing.
Yeah, he emailed it.
Yeah, so
yeah.
That's that. Rest in peace to that idea, temperate for the time being.
No, we're gonna still do it. We're just having Christmas and chilling for a little bit.
Yeah, gotta recuperate.
Yeah, January, you'll see new things coming.
Yeah, because the holidays, I was like saying this the other day, but I really don't like that Christmas is like the same like time as the New Year. Like, I wish Christmas was in the middle of the year because it's so fucking stressful for New Year's Eve and day and Christmas and like all this shit to be all at the same fucking time, dude. It's just too much. It's just too much business. I don't know.
I disagree. I kind of like it. I feel like if Christmas was in the summer, that would be fucked.
It is for Australians.
Yeah, but that's not... Yeah.
Australians have a sweaty Christmas.
That's not even the reason, though. It's like, I just want to... Actually, no, that is the reason. But I think specifically as somebody living in New England, like, the summer is so precious. I don't want to have, like, 3 weeks of obligated...
Oh, yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Like, I want to do whatever the fuck I want and swim and drink White Claws in the summer. I don't want to do Christmas in the summer.
Yeah, Christmas would fucking ruin the summer.
Yeah, and Christmas also keeps me from being suicidal in December. Even though this has been a very fall-esque December, it feels like it's been September for a few months, which is kind of alarming.
Yeah, the Northeast is facing a lot of flooding and such.
It's bad.
One of our favorite waterfalls that we've been to, Buttermilk Falls in Ludlow, Vermont, saw a really crazy fucked up video of that entire area and river like massively flooding. So that was pretty interesting. You know what's funny is that area... Oh, look at that pond is frozen. That area was that one time where we were in the woods in Vermont at nighttime, just kind of wandering around. And then we went, oh, wait, holy shit. What if we get killed by a bear?
Oh, yeah.
And then we got really scared and, like, got the fuck out of the woods because we didn't want to get eaten by a bear.
We were following a mica vein, and then it got dark. Remember?
Yeah, following a vein, dude.
We found a glittery vein of mica in the ground, and we were just, like, seeing where it went. And then we realized that we were walking right into bear territory.
Hey, I want to talk about my idea, even though it's like in embryonic stages and isn't a completely new idea and that has barely even been started yet. But that you're probably going to help me with a lot along the way.
Okay.
My 100 artist painting.
Yeah.
So, longtime listeners will know about the Letter Project, a collaborative drawing series that me and Theo made. But I have an idea that's very based directly on that, pretty much. It's kind of an expansion idea. But basically, I just have this fantasy or this vision of a painting, a regular-sized, small-scale painting hanging on a wall that has a label, a gallery label that has 100 artists on it.
Wow.
Wouldn't that just be so funny? Like, because usually a collaborative work, you're like, oh, like 1 or 2 people worked on this, how special? Or like, wow, like, oh, a group made I don't know, whatever the fuck. But imagine if you just looked at a small painting and you were just like, 100 people made this? What the fuck? Cool. Like, it doesn't even look like it. I don't know. I don't know what the painting will look like. There's going to be no plan to it. It's just like, I started it, I made a version of it, and once that's dry and when Theo has time, you're going to expand on the painting that's there, and then after that, it'll be 98 more artists.
Yeah. Probably this afternoon I will work on that.
I hope so, man, because like I think the sooner we can get it out of like off our easel, like out of our space, I think the faster it'll move. You know, it could be even interesting is we could even and theoretically remotely direct this, like where we could give it to one person, make sure that what they did is documented, they send the photos, and then I could be like, hey, like, is there somebody in your life right now that you could give this to? And like have somebody else pass it along?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like maybe it'll even travel a little bit. Because I was thinking that I don't want to do that necessarily because that would risk the painting. Like it could potentially be destroyed or lost or someone could just keep it.
Yeah.
So that would suck if that happened. But depending on the person, I would risk that.
Yeah, maybe there's a way that you could ensure that you could get it back.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and through the whole thing, I'm going to assume the role of the steward of the painting, so to speak, where I'm going... I turned it. I thought I turned it off.
I turned it off and then you turned it on again.
Sorry.
Is it on or off?
It's off.
I'm hot.
Crack the window a little bit. I'm sorry.
I'm hot.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna be like the steward of it in the sense that I'm going to, if people are collaging or adding or putting assemblage elements or what, I'm gonna just maintain it so it doesn't fall apart, so it's strong, repair it, restore it as it happens, so it's like, document the materials and mediums used to make sure it maintains its, so I understand the actual chemistry and alchemical identity of the materials. I don't know. I'll probably have the chance to do some writing about it and to make, I don't know.
That's exciting. That's really cool. I also wanted to just quickly say something that I don't think we've ever told anybody about, just for off-air reasons, but if you are interested in the Letter Project and you're curious about seeing some of that work, or you don't know what we're talking about and you want to know more, the Letter Project was acquisitioned by the Fenway Library System, and it's in the artist book collection that can be accessed through the MFA Boston.
How weird is... Yeah, we didn't
tell anybody that.
We didn't really celebrate that accomplishment.
Yeah.
But that's pretty fucking weird. That I mean, it might not ever be a famous item. We might not ever make money off it, but
if you want to go read it, you can go to the Fenway Library and check it out. You can go on their website and request to rent it out.
Have audience with that artifact.
Yeah.
And that's fucking cool as shit, because that means that piece will exist for as long as that library does.
Yeah.
Which could be forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's cool about libraries is we can look to our Western predecessors over in places like Italy, England, France, and see, they have archives and writings and shit from probably thousands of years ago or less, I don't know. And us here in America, we really only have things from like the 1700s, so or yonder or something. So it's kind of inspirational to imagine that some of our objects, I don't know, maybe one day America will be as old as Europe and will still exist.
Maybe.
Not many people think that.
We'll see.
But I hope that it does, personally. I am despite all of our woes and ill dealings and bad things we've done, I'm a supporter of America.
Wow.
I support the longevity and future of this country.
I mean, as a citizen of this area, I don't really want to be in a war or anything anytime soon, so
yeah,
I guess same.
It's kind of my own little version of patriotism,
I just like to continue to be alive.
Yeah. How do I get to Staples from here?
Why are we in Plymouth?
Don't worry about it. You don't get to ask questions.
Are you actually seeing Noah today?
No, maybe I am. How do I get to Staples? Left?
Yeah. No, go right. Go right.
Okay. I'm on a mission. So, Christmas time, as everyone knows, is full of surprises and love and gift giving. So you just don't think too hard or ask any questions, and it'll be a nice time.
We're on a drive right now, and Brian told me earlier that they had to go on a secret errand, but I was feeling lonely and didn't want them to, so I joined the errand.
Yeah, you joined an errand that's supposed to be secret and made it way more complicated.
I was lonely and sleepy. I had to leave.
It's okay.
Yeah. So now I'm here, and I have to go to Staples to print something out. So we were going to go to Staples, but we're not at the Staples that's closest to our house. We're in Plymouth.
This is the best Staples to go to. They have the best printer quality and products.
That's true. I used to live at that Staples when I was making zines.
Yeah, so that's why we're here.
No, it's not.
It is. It's because it is the supreme Staples of our region.
Well, this is also the town that I grew up in, and Brian said that they were going to drop me off and then go hang out with my brother.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are just hanging out without me? I don't think that's true, though. I think you were...
Your mom's going, too. We're all going to, play a board game.
Play a board game?
At the library.
Oh, I guess I don't mind not being there for that.
That would fucking suck, dude. Imagine just, meeting up with people you don't usually hang out with to go play a board game at a library.
Oh my god, I used to be in chess club at the library.
Chess is not a board game. That's very different.
I mean, I guess.
I don't think... that's an interesting question. Is chess a board game?
Objectively, yes.
I kind of don't think so. I think it kind of transcends the board game genre.
It's a game played on a board.
I'm not saying... I know technically it features a board and would constitute a game, but I feel like a board game is like Catan or like Candyland or something, or like Clue, not fucking chess.
But when you go to the board game section of any toy store, there's always a little chess knight on the sign.
Yeah, I mean, it is the quintessential board game, I guess, but I kind of feel, there isn't professional grandmasters of Sorry.
Well, it's because Sorry sucks.
Or Chutes and Ladders.
That might not be true. There might be. Your mom told me that you have a family reputation of being amazing at Scrabble.
That's such a false reputation I have. It literally is because we used to play Scrabble as a family when we were kids, and I apparently got... You know what? Literally, I can remember vividly what happened, but it was my turn, and I spelled the word Iraqi. As in, citizen of Iraq.
And
that was my word. I don't know. I was 8 or 9, and then everybody was blown away by my gigantic brains because I was able to spell that word on the board game.
That was
Scrabble.
The only thing that it wasn't like you won a bunch of games. She said you always used to win.
I don't know that that's true because I think do I take a left here?
Yeah.
We would play Scrabble and not really keep score. We would just kind of play kid Scrabble.
I want to play Scrabble. Do you have Scrabble at your house?
If we do, I guarantee it's an incomplete. I don't know that we have it's probably missing a bunch of shit.
I'm gonna start a Christmas Scrabble game tomorrow.
Oh,
actually, maybe today, because today would be the day.
I'm tired.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's why we didn't want you to go on a secret errand without me. Because if you did, then I would take a depression nap, and that's not good.
I don't, I think that you should, go on a nap fast.
Allowed to leave
I think
me
that you should
alone.
just stop taking naps.
No, I like naps.
But every single time you take a nap, you're upset that you took a nap because it cost you your entire afternoon.
No, I like abbreviated naps. If I set a timer for 30 minutes and really do get up after, then it's a good nap.
I think that naps, any time I take a nap, it fucks my day up. I've never taken a nap that benefited me. A
secret hack that I haven't done this in a year and a half because my mental health is better, but something that worked for me is pulling over into a random parking lot and taking a nap in your car, because then you can't go back to sleep because it's kind of weird that you're there and you need to go home. So you nap for 20 minutes, just put a coat over your head, and then you're like, what the fuck? I gotta get out of here, and then you leave.
Yeah, fair enough.
Then you're not tired anymore. And it's really not that big of a deal to just hang out at Target for 20 minutes. It sounds scary, but it's really not a big deal.
I've slept in my car quite a bit, and it's fun. I think that if you have to sleep in your car for multiple days for any reason, the first night, devastating. It sucks so bad. But if you do it for more than one night in a row, it gets so much easier.
Just lower your standards.
Yeah. Once your body gets used to it after 1 day or 2 days or something. Which way do I go? Left?
Left.
After that, you're chilling. It's you just go right to sleep.
Ooh.
You told me to go the wrong way?
No, I didn't. I just messed up. I'm right.
All right, whatever. But yeah, there was a point where I was on one road trip sleeping in my car where it used to be that sleeping in my car would make me so anxious and was so uncomfortable that the second the sun came up, I would instantly be awake because I was uncomfortable and there was bright lights in the car.
Yeah.
But it got to a point where I was so used to it that I was sleeping till 1 o'clock in the afternoon in my car.
That's not
just
good.
Sleeping in all day in the car.
That fucking sucks.
That was comfortable. I was fine. I didn't have a care in the world.
I just remembered another story that your mom told me about you. That she actually told me this a while ago, but I was remembering it today because she was talking about it again. That when you were little, she told you that she was going to bring the toys that you had outgrown to Goodwill, and you started crying and said that Bad Will deserved some too, and you wanted to bring some to him. Yeah,
I was saying, what about the Bad Will? Because I don't know.
You were 6 or something.
Yeah, I cared about the lost and downtrodden when I was just a wee lad.
It's so cute.
When I was a child. I don't know. I just thought that if there's a Goodwill, I think it's my parents' fault because how your parents create some crazy, scary, bad thing that's going to happen to you if you don't do what they say or something.
Yeah.
My parents used to tell me that I'm going to get taken away on the bad boy bus and be sent away to bad boy school or something.
The bad boy
bus? No, it was the black bus. And then
bus?
Yeah, I'd be put on the black bus and sent away to bad boy school.
That's so scary.
It was scary. And Barrett's Haunted Mansion in Abington, if anybody knows locally, there's the Barrett's Haunted Mansion. It either used to or still does have a bunch of little skeletons all over the roof as a Halloween decoration because it's an annual haunted house.
Yeah.
And we had driven by it a number of times, and my mom told me that place is the bad boy school. And the little skeletons on the roof were bad boys that were sent to the school.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah. And the craziest time, I don't fully remember this, but this is another story that everyone tells. One time, so we lived very close, basically on top of an auto shop that has cars in and out of it all day. Grew up there. And one time, somebody showed up to the auto shop with a black bus. Literally. It was a smaller bus that they had painted black. And my dad saw it and brought me and my brother to the window and was like, look, there's the black bus. And we were believed it completely. Very scary.
That's horrible. What the fuck?
It's so funny, how... Yeah, man, I don't know. Parents just They just say stuff, and it's fine.
I think sincerely that your mom is one of the funniest people alive.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that? My mom is funny, but I'm pretty sure the black bus thing might have been my dad's creation.
That sounds like something your dad might have made
He
up.
might have came up with that. I'd have to ask. But
That's like if they said the bad boy bus, that would be still like traumatizing but funny. But the black bus is like,
yeah,
that's sinister.
It
Like the bus to bring you to hell.
It sounded like some evil bus where you'd get. How I imagined it is that you would get put on the bus and you would turn into a little skeleton and live at the bad boy school.
Like Bad Will.
Like, yeah, you'd go to Bad Will. The thrift store for bad, evil, shitty people.
Oh my god.
What was that? Oh, a new Starbucks?
It's a drive-through.
Oh, yeah. So now there's two Starbucks. And
But the other one isn't a drive-through. Oh, wait.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Every good store has at least 2 or 3 of the local favorite coffee chain. Rockland, for example, has used to have 3 Dunkin' Donuts. Now it only has 2. No, it used to have 4. Now it only has 3.
That truck just ran a red light.
Maybe that guy's a libertarian and he doesn't believe in red lights because of freedom.
Did you see the TikTok that was like, person behind me practicing their CBT skills? Maybe the person in front of me that's driving like that is on their way to bring their pregnant wife to the hospital. Maybe they're having a really bad day. Maybe their family member is injured and they have to go help. And then it's like me in my car. Fuck this person. I don't care about red lights. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, ain't that the truth, huh?
Credit to the creator.
You know what's weird is I can think back to a time in my life, specifically from the time I was 16 till I was about 18.
Yeah.
I legitimately would think like that. Like, and I really believed it, where I'd be like, that person must be going through something. Or something, like, I, like, really, really, like, only thought like that.
Yeah.
And unfortunately now, I do not think like that at all.
I think that, like, years and years and years on end of customer service, like, I'm probably on, like, year 10 of customer service work, has brought me to a point of just not, like, just total apathy. Like, I don't care. If I can help, I care. But if you're, like, acting like an asshole and it has nothing to do with me, if you're going through something, if you're not, I'm practicing acceptance. And I'm laughing at you because that's all I can do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I used to, like, have this belief, like a deep core belief that there was no evil people on Earth. Like, nobody is truly bad.
That is not true.
Yeah, now that's the stupidest thing I ever could have believed.
I believed that until I met one specific ex.
Yeah.
Now I know there's at least one evil person in the world.
I've definitely met a good amount of people that I legitimately think are evil. All right.
Wait, so what's the deal? Are you going to be gone for, like, 5 hours?
No. You're going to drop off here, conduct your business, take your time, poke around, shop, maybe go buy a little cat toy for Milo at that pet store.
So you're going to be gone for a really long time.
No, I won't.
You should have dropped me off at Marshall's.
You motherfucker. I would have.
Well,
Why didn't you say drop me off at Marshall's? We're across town now.
No, it's right over there. I do have to go to Staples and print out one little thing, but I only have one little thing to print. But I could spend a long time at Marshall's.
Dude.
Are you going to be a long time?
We can go to Marshall's after if
You're going to be terrible in Marshall's. You're going to be like,
yeah, because I fucking hate that shit store.
I love that store.
Well. All right, just fucking take your time. I'm not going to be that long. I'm going to your house.
I don't believe you! But there's nothing else in this plaza that I could do. What am I going to go to Harbor Freight?
Yeah, go buy a cordless drill or something, or like a Sawzall.
That actually would be kind of cool.
I don't know.
I don't really want to spend more than like $30 though, and I know that's unrealistic.
I'm pretty sure that the whole idea of Harbor Freight is that you can buy tools there for like only $30.
I need a basic like carpentry studio of tools. I was going to say basic, but I have that. I want like a saw, like a collection of real saws. Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool. Hey, look, I love you. We'll continue this recording when I re-pick you up. Unless you're like starving and mad at me or something.
But like, what's the estimate of minutes? Like, is it going to be like 20 minutes or like 40 minutes?
20.
Realistically?
20 to 30.
Including travel time?
Dude, stop asking questions.
I think I should
This
go to
is
Marshall's.
Christmas time. You shouldn't have come with me.
I'm gonna keep driving in like 1
This
minute.
is exactly why you shouldn't have come with me.
Okay, so maybe we could just go to Marshall's. It's right there.
Literally, it's not, though. If I could explain to you what I'm doing, you wouldn't be worried. But I can't explain to you because Christmas surprise. I love you. I'm so sorry.
Okay. I'll just go to Staples.
Is Marshall's really close? Because I will bring you there.
Yeah, we drove by it on the way here.
Dude, you motherfucker.
I didn't know. I was looking at it when we were driving, and I was like, oh, I wish I could go there.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to bring you to Staples after that, then.
Does the printer at your house have ink?
No, it doesn't.
No, I guess I could go tomorrow.
No, we can go to Staples after. You fucking scumbag. Is it really close?
Yes.
Alright. I feel like this might compromise our situation a little bit. I feel like this is one of those times where the plan gets totally fucked up because I listened to you, and then after that happens, you go, well, you shouldn't have listened to me.
I did that one time. What the fuck is wrong with this guy's truck? Why is it missing?
He's probably one of those stupid people that just constantly customizes their truck.
The entire truck bed is gone, and the brake lights are held on with little zip ties. What a freak.
That truck is sick. It needs medicine.
License plate 4EBV. I was gonna say it, but is it bad to say someone's license plate on the air for no reason?
What the fuck is what's gonna happen? Just some person out there that. All right, let me ask you this. All right, let me say this, Theo. You have to find somebody. I don't know. There's like a person you're tracking down or looking for. Shut up. I don't give a fuck about inspection stickers. I'm never gonna do it again. I'm gonna just print one online and glue it on. Just kidding.
Mike did that one time, and he got pulled over for it.
And he got in trouble?
Yeah, he got a ticket or something.
What a fuckhead. You can't do that.
He literally did that. He printed it out online and glued it to his car from a Word doc.
What a psycho. Anyway, yeah, that's not a good idea. Do I take a right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's say this. You're tracking somebody, you have to find someone. I don't fucking know.
Okay.
And, alright. Missing person, you desperately have to find them. The only thing you have is their license plate.
Okay.
What the fuck how do you individually, where do you even start? What do you do with the license plate? Google it?
No, you go to like the police station. They can run the person's plates.
And then what?
They do what they do on TV and put out an ABV and they look for the plates.
I feel like that's like a fake action movie thing, because like APB sounds like it means...
Is it APB or ABV?
Whatever it is, sounds like it means...
Oh, it's APV, all police vehicles, probably.
Oh, like everybody look out for this?
Yeah, I think they just radio all of the, like, patrol cops and say, we're looking for the person with this plate, do you see it?
Yeah.
And they look around.
I feel like that's like... Anyway, never mind. I don't want to talk about TV shows anymore.
I was talking about real life. That's probably what they do.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I was saying that, like, what is that? That doesn't mean that all of the police just teleport to your car. That just means they're looking out for a specific car and license plate.
Yeah, but I feel like eventually they would find it. If you were just driving on the road. Because, like, what if you drove through a toll?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. This thought experiment sucks. Yeah. Hey, are we close to Marshall's? You kind of...
Yeah, go the right lane.
You're kind of pushing it here.
Go in the right lane.
What are you even going to get at Marshall's?
I don't know, but it's fun.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Probably skincare stuff or shampoo. Oh, I need shampoo really bad, actually.
What do you think of NPR saying that more children and youths are requesting skincare and soap products for Christmas than ever before? Like, what's up with that? Like, why are the kids all so obsessed with skincare?
Because of makeup tutorials online.
You think that's it? That's all it is?
Probably. Skincare's trendy.
Fair enough.
There were people like that when we were, like, kids, too. Like, the full face beat, like, Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade, fucking the peach palette, eyeshadow, blah, blah, blah. But nobody in our age group that was doing full face beats cared about skincare. It was just about makeup. But because of that, now full face makeup
take a left
has...
into here?
No, keep going.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Full face makeup has cycled out, and now, like, glowy skin, like, naturally unnatural makeup or whatever is in, which means there's more of an emphasis on skincare versus putting on foundation like paint. So it's probably just people that are online all the time.
Yeah, because isn't it, like, kind of bad for your skin anyway to wear that much makeup? Like, it comes with some costs to your skin quality.
Yeah, because it's essentially like wearing face paint. If you do prep your skin beforehand and use clean products, clean your brushes, and wash your entire face after, it's probably not a big deal. But you should still have, like, days where you let your skin breathe.
Right.
But I don't know. Maybe I'm just an icky girl, but I don't know who the fuck does all that. Like, do a little bit of it, but I think a lot of people, at least in, like, 2016, were just putting the shit on.
Right.
But
Or
now,
like kids, like, who are just starting to do makeup, probably are just, like, kind of fudging it as far as the cleanliness goes. Maybe because they're, like, just kids.
That's possible. In my experience, the newer to make up somebody is, the more anal they are about it, to be honest.
Interesting.
I use my own spit to blend my eyeliner sometimes. But actually, I've always been like that. I have always been,
Resourceful.
Yeah. I'm an artist.
I'm an artist, they say.
Anyways.
So are you excited to be at Marshall's for 2.5 hours?
Yes, actually. Also, I have a related point. I was going to make this Instagram story, but then I realized that nobody's going to give a fuck if I post this, and everyone's just going to skip my video. So I'm going to say it right now instead on my platform where people listen to me and care about me and love me. I think that everybody should stop being such fucking haters about grown women wearing bows in their hair. Because I've been seeing so many TikToks from coquette girlies being like, young girls want skincare products, and grown women are reminiscing on their girlhood and wishing that they could maintain some of their youth by wearing bows. And it's like, stop fucking raining on my parade. Maybe I just think they're pretty. Like, I don't wish I was 6. Fuck you. I think that I'm beautiful, and I'm 26, and it's not a big deal. And actually, it doesn't matter if I age. I just like how bows look because they're pretty and maximalist.
I think they look great. I love the bows.
Thank you. I like them a lot, and I'm gonna buy more at Marshall's right now.
What color bow?
I have a red. I really want some green ones. I had a big green scrunchie, but someone ripped it.
I ripped the green scrunchie? How?
Someone
When?
did.
All right, whatever.
It was a big silk one that was like, it was like a hair elastic, but it had a big like scrunchie on it, and it looked like a bow kind of in your hair. But then the silk tore, and I have it in my stuff to sew, but I haven't sewn it yet. I might not sew it. It's not really a big deal. But a green one would be cool, because I have some blue ones, and some pink ones, and some white ones, and a red one that's really big. Okay, well, I have to go now.
You bored of me?
No, but I have to go buy stuff.
All right, I love you. We will continue this recording in about 1 second.
Boston Our Podcast. Goodbye.
Boston Our Podcast. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I don't want to record. Am I sure what?
Then I can't give you Christmas presents tonight. It's Christmas Eve. We're doing Christmas ham. And I don't want you to see what I got you. I got you a lot of stuff.
Did I poke you in the face with the mic again?
Yeah, what else is new? Okay. Why are you doing that?
So, I did my secret errand and bought a secret gift for you.
I did too.
You bought a secret gift for me?
I bought 2 of them.
Well, I at least know what category of gift they are based on where you were.
No, you don't.
I don't?
Nope.
Okay, I don't. You don't even have any idea what category of gift I bought you.
Did you go to Savers?
Maybe I did.
No, you didn't.
Perhaps I did.
Category of gift. Why did we come to Plymouth? Is it kind of out of the way?
How do you know I bought the gift in Plymouth? How do you know this isn't just a big ploy to get you to think that I bought it in Plymouth?
Because you brought me to Plymouth and then picked me up like 20 minutes later.
How do you know I didn't go to Kingston or Carver or
Kingston or Carver? What'd you do? Buy me a pizza?
Yeah, I bought you a pizza. Isn't it crazy? Like, it sucks so bad that there's just so many towns in Massachusetts where the only things there are just churches and pizza places.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of them that are just churches, pizza places, a barber shop, and
Maybe a Chinese place if you're lucky.
and like a shitload of banks.
Yeah.
Just so many banks.
Rockland Trust.
Yeah.
Rockland Trust, Santander, Citizens, and Bank of America in every small town in Mass.
Yeah, fuck all those banks. Fuck you if you own a bank. To all our listeners out there that own a bank, stop fucking listening.
What the fuck?
What are the odds that there's just like one person whose like family is in like owns like a bank like adjacently, and that like their grandpa like owns a bank and their family's really rich?
Then I just have one thing to say to them.
And we just completely alienated them.
I just have one question for that person.
Okay.
Do they think that I should be able to give you your presents on Christmas Eve? They say yes.
No.
Yes.
It's
Just a few.
no. The only acceptable gift to give on Christmas Eve is pajamas.
But I didn't get you pajamas.
Then what the fuck are we talking about?
Well, I did get you sleeping hats.
Those are so funny, the Scrooge sleeping hats.
I got little honk shoe hats. It's
And-
a pack of 2.
And then we tried to go to bed while wearing them, and they were fucking just squeezing our fucking heads.
That's really tight
like that
against the head.
device that they put on people's heads. Never mind.
Squeezes them?
Yeah, like when you have screws in your head and they circle around it. That's how it felt.
Like a neck brace?
Yeah, kind of.
Huh. I imagine it might feel like that. What if I got you something that's kind of for bedtime?
Is it a pillow?
No.
Is it a blanket?
No.
Is it a pet?
No.
Ah!
Please, 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 please. I got you so many things. I'm so excited. Please.
You're
I literally-
fucking up the spirit of Christmas.
I bought everything for Christmas and for your birthday in November, and then I gave you all of it on your birthday, and then I bought more stuff for Christmas, and then I gave it to you before Christmas, and then I bought more stuff for Christmas, and then some of it got delayed, so it's not coming till January, and then I bought more stuff for Christmas.
New Year's
I've
Eve
spent
presents.
like $2,000 on you in the last 2 months.
You're
probably.
fucking crazy.
Not actually, but like maybe.
And the funny part is, we set a limit of how much money we both should spend on the gift.
like $50.
Yeah, and you just.
I didn't spend $2,000, but I
The
probably did spend $1,000.
The funny part is that I can vaguely remember. I'm like pretty sure you're the one who suggested $50.
I forgot I said that.
Like I think you set the price thing.
I hope.
I was like, what do you think the price should be? Like 100, 200? And you were like, maybe like a handmade thing or just like $50.
I'm lying, obviously.
Yeah.
My friends were laughing at me because when me and my coworkers went out for drinks the other night, I had like 2 glasses of wine, and they were talking about weddings, and they were like, I think it'd be really sweet. Like they were talking about people getting married at like the BPL or the MFA or Harvard Art Museum or something, and how gorgeous and expensive those weddings are. And somebody was like, I think it'd be really sweet to get married like on a farm or on like family land, like somewhere that's like not very expensive, but like your friends and family are there. And apparently, I mean, I not apparently, I remember saying this, but everybody's laughing at me because I was like, I want my boyfriend to go bankrupt. I want an expensive, huge wedding. I want it to be a lot of money. And nobody agreed with me. They're just
Isn't it like the mother of the bride is supposed to pay for a part of the wedding?
Yeah.
Or is it like the parents of the groom are supposed to pay? Like I'm talking about
specifically
me.
the
I'm
groom
supposed to
pays
just.
for the whole thing.
Can you imagine like a hypothetical? Like imagine if we get married, we're planning it, and I am paying for it. How would you react if you found out after it was all said and done that I went into like $120,000 worth of debt for the wedding, and you didn't know until after?
I would be upset.
Like, would you be mad at me, or would you be really impressed?
I'd be mad. Well, impressed?
Yeah, would you be like, wow, you really care about me for doing that?
I mean, I would think that, but I'd also think that we are fucked. Like, we're so fucked. It'll take years and years and years to pay back.
Yeah, that would be the stupidest fucking, like, thing ever.
What would the wedding be like?
I have been to a good amount of weddings because I have a big family. And I have been to weddings that were... It seems like the best, most affordable way to do it is to just rent a really big hall and just pay for catering. And that's pretty much the biggest expense.
That's pretty cool.
Like, even like giving the church a little bit of money to have a church ceremony, like even that's like a little bit like fucking superfluous, if you ask me, like, and pointless. Just because I think it would be a little bit awkward to have like a Catholic priest consecrate or commence what the fuck is the word?
Asking me?
I forget. I literally did it recently. Officiate. To having a priest, that'd be a little creepy. I wouldn't want that. I don't know if I'd want the priest there. It'd be a little creepy and weird.
Yeah.
They're like freeloading, tax avoiding, like monk wizards.
Yeah, I also
just like lie and live in a lavish house for free their whole lives.
A lavish house.
Never mind. This is a weird sidebar. But no, I think that if you just rent like a huge hall big enough to accommodate tons of guests, pay out the ass probably to have the place catered, pay out the ass to have a bunch of like alcohol there, and probably pay like a little bit too much money than I would want to pay to have some asshole like DJ it and like just basically be playing songs from a laptop.
Yeah.
No disrespect to DJs, but if I was on a budget, I wouldn't want to pay for a real DJ.
Yeah.
Like a real, like, practicing DJ. That'd be a little weird.
I feel like it would be way more fun to have friends of ours that could do it. Or have friends that play music, maybe play music for part of it.
Hell no. That'd be so awkward.
Why?
Have, like, a wedding band that's people we know.
Not like a wedding band, but, like, it could be something less formal than that.
Like, have them play a set of their own music?
No.
Okay,
what?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were suggesting. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. That'd be kind of weird.
That'd be very weird. It'd be very weird for them.
No, we went to a wedding in the last few years that was like that, and it was really nice.
Oh, we did go to a wedding like that. But that was a wedding after... No, it was like that, wasn't it?
Well, they don't play... Like, they don't have a DJ during the real wedding ceremony. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they do.
Walking down the aisle
to like a trappy. Boom, boom,
oh
or
my
like
God. No.
Like with a trappy.
You ever see videos of weddings where like brides will walk down the aisle to something like ridiculous or like dance down the aisle or something?
I think I've probably seen that on TikTok, maybe.
I would never. My actual wedding ceremony, like the after party, fuck it. Like all bets are off. It's going to be whatever's fun. But the wedding itself is going to be straight down the middle. Like I don't want it to be embarrassing. I don't want to be embarrassed. I'm going to be embarrassed anyway. I'm not a very like outwardly romantic person, I feel like. And all of my family is going to be there. I don't want to dance in front of them. I don't understand.
You wouldn't... Well, yeah.
I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
I think that people who have taken dance classes, do professional dancing in some way, or something like that, I think those people's brains are just wired differently.
But I don't think that those are always the people that are doing that.
Really?
Like flash mob weddings, or like people that are like...
Wow, that would be weird.
Like break dance during your vows. Like those kinds of like...
What about those guys that go up there and it's time for their vows and they're like... I vow to... I almost just said something horrible. Like, I vow to fucking smack your butt cheeks every night.
You've seen that guy's video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy, and the priest was like, bro.
Come on, Corey.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was not good. That was horrible.
I just like videos of people just death video. Just that video should have been on Live Leak. It was so awkward.
Not just awkward. That was like... That's really bad. Everyone was watching an emotionally abusive wedding happen.
Oh,
that is like a display of misogyny and like the downfall of that woman's life right now, probably. And now she's being publicly humiliated online on what was supposed to be the best day of her life.
Right.
Those videos are heinous.
So I have a family member that I will not describe or give any details on, just because this is such a terrible story.
Yeah.
But on their wedding night, the person they were marrying showed up to the ceremony and altar just absolutely hammered.
Oh, God.
Just like people holding them up for the ceremony drunk.
That sucks.
As like a way of... But that was like a funny, legendary family story. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That happened. And then... But now, like, how that ended was in, like, an absolute disastrous mess of a divorce because of alcoholism.
Can you imagine if we were getting married and I was trashed when I showed up? Would you not feel disrespected?
Yeah, I would definitely be mortified. It would be like a Love is Blind situation.
Yeah, I've thought about that because of that video circulating, like what I would do if somebody put me in that situation. Which it would be shocking for many reasons if you put me in that situation. There'd be a lot of problems going around if that was happening. So I don't think it's going to, luckily. But if I found myself in those shoes of like the person just saying something fucking terrible or like being like fucked up or something like awful happening, I think that the only thing I'd be able to do is just literally leave before it was officiated.
Yeah, it would be a pricey mistake. It would suck. It would be embarrassing. It would cost a bunch of money and be a disaster, but it would be the right call.
Yeah, it'd be the only call, really.
I mean, here's another thing too. I have done something like this, not what I'm about to say, this is a preamble, but different statement. But I have done something like this, and I know so many people who have done this, where they get into a relationship with somebody that's on drugs or is an alcoholic. And this is a very relatable type of story, but like, it's like, I think that to do that, you have to make a lot of other mistakes that lead directly to that, rather than that being like the first mistake.
Like the wedding thing?
Yeah, well, I think that if your wedding turns out like that, like me, I've literally haven't drank in 11 years. Yeah. I never will again. It's just not part of my life or my story. I'm just not going to do that. If I, in this state, as you know me, did that, it would be like earth-shattering.
That's what I mean. Like,
but
that wouldn't even.
If me and you or if I was drunk, like 4 out of 7 days of the week, yeah. Or if me and you got drunk together every day, because that was just our vibe, and I did that, and that's how the wedding went, it wouldn't be shocking.
Yeah.
Everyone would be, you know what I mean? That's why I mean, like if that's how, like, yeah. Like, if a perfectly nice, kind person did that guy's wedding vows, it would be cause for alarm. But unfortunately, that's probably exactly what everybody expected that guy to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I don't really know what point I'm making here.
No, it's true. That's why those videos are so sad, though, because it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
The thing that really sucks about them, too, is that when people reshare them, even if it's to shame that guy, they are, by extension, shaming that woman who is in I would call that an outright abusive relationship. If someone's going to humiliate you sexually in front of your family.
Yeah.
And then it goes
like
viral. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's something that would be disgusting to say, even at a family party behind closed doors. But in front of a videographer, in front of all of your family and friends, maybe coworkers, like little kids, you're a bad fucking person, and that's horrible that woman is now married to that guy.
Like a comical, vague innuendo is like about as far as a joke can go like that. But for it to be like literal vulgarity,
yeah,
bad move. That's a bad move.
And even that, I mean, maybe it depends on the person. I mean, there are probably some people who wouldn't mind, but for me personally, if you don't know what the other person is going to say, it's a total surprise, and it's literally your vows that you wrote, maybe you just shouldn't do an innuendo. Maybe you just leave that out.
I'm a fan of comic relief in emotional situations, but the comic relief shouldn't be, yeah, I'm going to lick your asshole, or some horrible thing like that.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Like,
I
can't be vulgar.
Yeah.
It can be like kind of funny or cute or like a little bit, maybe even suggestive if it's done correctly. But for it to be just straight up like, yeah. That was a terrible decision on that guy's part.
Yeah.
But like I said, I mean, it's possible that was just how those people are, and that was just their vibe of their family and their relationship. I don't know. Because it did also, if I could speculate and do completely false, baseless conjecture about this viral video, that guy who was like, come on, Corey, or whatever he said, that was like a priest, right?
No, that was a person in the audience, I think, that said, come on. And then the priest was like, are you sure that's what you want to say? And nobody said anything and nobody laughed. And then he was just like, yup.
Yeah.
That's one of them. There's another one that was, I think it was last summer, but it's being stitched a lot too with the guy. I don't even want to talk about what the other one was because it was like way more sexual and way worse. But the bride, it was the one where his mom is officiating, and he said like a ton of really horrible sexual shit.
I do remember. It was like a long written speech that was all just horrible sex jokes.
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
And his kids were there.
Yeah, you can't get any stupider than that. I honestly am of the belief that if you don't have somebody helping you, unless you have somebody helping you, or you know what you're doing, and if you have a public speaking thing, do not fucking try to put a joke in. Like a perfect example of this is like watch any commencement speech by students, by faculty, college or high school. Without fail, there will always be the most awkward, ham-fisted, weird joke that barely gets an acknowledgement, that you can tell the person, whoever the fuck wrote it, was really hoping that it was going to get a laugh.
Yeah.
It's like that. Like, I don't know, with like comedy roasts and TV stuff, all those little quips, they had like a room of people writing them.
Yeah.
So if you're like, unless you're just really fucking funny, or you got feedback from someone else already, that's my opinion, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. I think that's true generally. I think it's a little darker when it comes to something like a sexual joke in a wedding speech when you're talking to the bride. Like, that seems like a power move to me.
Oh.
But...
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, if that guy has good friends or family, and if he had run that by anybody,
yeah,
they would have hopefully been like, "Are you serious? You fucking dumbass!"
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking do that, bro.
The thing is, you shouldn't. Hopefully you wouldn't ever find yourself in a situation where you have to tell someone that, because if they need to be told, they're already probably a misogynist.
Yeah. No,
like,
I gotcha.
Nobody
right.
with a brain and one brain cell in their brain should have to be told that.
Yeah, you gotta have more than one brain cell.
Yeah.
To handle situations like that. Damn. Jinx.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. I want to give you your Christmas presents.
If you insist.
I think we should do them tonight because then we can do them privately and after the ham.
Alright, do you think that we should do our gift wrapping just us?
Gift wrapping?
I mean, gift giving just us?
Yeah.
Why? You don't want to do it at Christmas?
We could.
Alright, we'll discuss
That
it.
won't be for like till when? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow morning, Christmas Day.
Oh.
Christmas Eve, which is our Christmas Day.
Okay. But then what if they don't get a lot of special attention?
What do you mean, special attention?
What if you're just like, oh, cool, thanks, and then you move on to your next gift that isn't for me?
No, when I open your gifts, I'm going to be like, oh my god, you got this for me? Thank you so much, I love you.
That's what I want!
Well, I'm gonna
you to do that right now.
I'm gonna do that. When you give me a gift, I'm gonna just pass out. I'm gonna be so hyped.
I didn't wrap anything yet. Your mom gave us wrapping paper and labels and tape and said it was for me and you and Liam because she knows we didn't wrap yet.
Dude.
And she knows we didn't buy wrapping paper.
Dude.
And I was like, that's true.
Yeah. Dude, let's just go wrap our gifts and do them tomorrow. And if there's any you think we should do, me and you will do that. I'll leave it up to you. Stop it. If you ask me, should we open all of our gifts early? I'm going to say no because I'm a holiday and birthday purist. But if you feel like it's a Christmas Eve gift, do it.
Yeah, Christmas Eve gift.
All right then, whatever. Why is this my choice?
It's not your choice.
All right then.
It's my choice. So what if maybe I could open my gifts from you tomorrow? If you want. I guess.
I don't understand the inner conflict you're having.
You don't want to open them. You don't even like me.
No, I love you.
I love you too.
I love you and I like you.
I just haven't had a job where I've had a lot of money any years ever, so I haven't really gotten to get good Christmas gifts. And this year, I've had a little bit of money and a credit card, so I got a lot of gifts for everybody.
And I want them to be opened.
All right, then. Whatever you want. The world is your oyster. That was the wrong application of that idiom.
I don't think it was.
No, I think the world is your oyster is what you say to somebody to mean, like, the sky is the limit. Like,
Yeah,
you could
but-
do anything.
Yeah, but you could do anything applies.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say, oh, you can open your gifts early. The sky is the limit. That would be weird.
That could still work, I think.
No, that'd be an awkward way to use that
The
phrase.
sky is the limit to what we could do tonight.
But that definitely isn't true. The sky is the limit.
And the pearl inside the oyster could be your present. You're opening the oyster tonight on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, 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 Eve. It's summer in Australia right now. That's kind of cool, huh?
That's fucked up.
It's also summer here in New England because of climate change.
That's also fucked up. Maybe it's snowing in Australia.
Yeah, maybe the magnetic poles switched.
Damn.
Didn't everyone think that the magnetic poles were going to switch in 2012 and the apocalypse was going to happen because of that?
The magnetic poles?
Yeah, they were going to switch sides.
That's what everyone thought was happening?
That was part of it. Yeah, that was part of the 2012 apocalypse theories.
What the fuck? I was 14, so I don't really remember. I just know that everybody was talking about, like, the Mayan calendar.
Yeah, that's when the Mayan calendar ended, I guess. It was 2012.
That's not even true, though. Wasn't it a circle, like a secular calendar? So it was just the end of one of the calendar cycles?
Yeah, I think that was largely untrue, that the Mayan calendar ended at that time. I think that pretty much, all of the 2012 apocalypse theories were completely false baloney.
Pretty much all of them? Some of them were true, and the world might have
Well, I
ended.
think a lot of them were probably like a misapplication or abuse of science.
Yeah.
Like taking things that may have been true and wedging them into false, idiotic contexts.
As they often are.
Right.
That makes sense.
Today we call that bro science.
Do we?
Online we do.
Me and you use different internets.
We use different internets. When I say bro science, I mean like people who are like, yeah, dude, if you eat a bunch of red meat, your dick gets harder.
I only interact with that sphere through you telling me about it.
It's because I see all of that stuff, even though I don't participate in it or like it. I still see it anyway, and it's there.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm like, oh wow, maybe I'll try that fucked up herbal medicine that's supposed to make me really strong and bald.
I only see like shopping TikToks and like sometimes I see like radical feminist TikToks that are like just off the deep end of like coquette insanity. I saw one today that was like it was like a poem this girl posted about like her boyfriend saying that she was more beautiful than the moon, and who was he to have the vanity to compare her to a celestial body? He lost both of us that day. And everybody in the comments was like really like talking about how men are so stupid for not understanding that they don't have to compare to, I don't know. I was just like, I agree a little, but also this is a deep cut. This is a deep cut, and I scrolled away. I personally would like to hear that I'm more beautiful than the moon. I was joking just then. I hate you.
What did I do?
I'm just kidding.
You know, it's a guy on TikTok I see all the time now. It's just interviews with this guy who supposedly is a legendary gambler that wins billions of dollars every single time he goes to the casino, and he's got face tattoos and flies on private jets everywhere. And I'm just 100% convinced that this man is just a pathological liar and that all of the videos about him are completely not true.
Is he the one who said he reversed the cheats and now he's banned from like all the casinos in the world?
Yeah, like I feel like that guy's videos are so stupid and they only exist so that I'll think that guy's cool and try to gamble.
Do you think he's cool?
I'm supposed to think he's cool.
But do
He
you?
looks cool, sick haircut, face tattoos, and he's rich.
Would you gamble right now if you could?
Maybe I would.
Sounds
Yeah.
like it's working.
Fuck, they got me. All right, Boston Art Podcast. That's all, right?
Is Reed here?
I hope.
Oh, okay. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Oh, wait.
Love you?
Love you, podcast. Bye.
Love you guys.
I don't know why I said love you, but I do love you, people. Bye.
Boston Art Podcast is an independent DIY production by Brian Huntress and Theodora Earthworms. The information contained in this episode represents the views and opinions of the original creators or our guests, and does not represent any institution, organization, or business. Find us on Instagram at Boston Art Podcast, and tune in for a new episode every Friday. Thank you for listening.